Guys, just when you thought you'd seen it all, on today's vlog, we have someone that blows up my LinkedIn stream like nobody else. It's an actual privilege to have her on. She's here. She's arrived.
IRL, in person.
She's here.
Yeah.
I only ever see her in my stream on the constant with your offsider, Nick Bell.
Yeah.
And how are you going? Lisa Teh, everyone.
Hey!
So Lisa, there's so much going on in your world. Last time I spoke with you on the phone, you were running for mayor.
Deputy Lord Mayor of Melbourne.
Yeah. Then you've got a whole bunch of things going on with Nick in terms of, you told me the story when you guys met and he declined, and then you called him up and you're like, you can't decline on me.
Yeah.
Pay a lot of attention.
I pretty much said, you're making a massive mistake.
And I would agree with that.
So, yeah, I think he would agree with it too.
And now you've got another new venture.
Yes.
Lisnic.
Yeah. So
tell us.
Yeah, we're actually working on two things. So we're writing a book as well.
Cool.
So that I can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Still got to write the book.
Yeah.
Hi to our publisher, who's probably like, "Where's your manuscript?" But we are just about to launch. We're actually probably launched a platform called Lisnic.
Yep.
Which will connect mentees with mentors from all around the world. So business mentors and mind mentors, what we like to call mind mentors, or therapists and psychologists.
Yep.
So I'm pretty vocal on my LinkedIn about mental health and the importance of talking about it.
Good on you.
I've spoken about seeing a therapist, so honestly life-changing. If anyone out there wants to go and see one, can't recommend it highly enough.
I see a therapist every morning. Her name is Orange Theory Fitness.
Ah, yes.
And it just goes in there. I go in there, I execute, and I get out. Hit it and quit it sort of style. And I got to tell you, during COVID, while I don't want to dismiss you actually seeing a true therapist, during COVID, exercise was probably my lifesaver. Yeah.
It's so interesting that you say that. I was listening to a podcast interview with Tim Ferriss, and he was saying he had really bad depression, and what saved him was actually exercise.
Yep.
I think it's that routine. It's almost like a form of meditation.
Totally.
And those endorphins. Yeah.
So, Lisnic.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Massive build.
Yep.
We were expecting it to be, well, Nick always wants things yesterday. So he goes,
True entrepreneur.
he goes, we'll start it, it'll be done in 3 months. 8 months later, we're launching, so it's exciting.
Yep.
But we really want, look, it's always a hard thing because people traditionally see mentorship as maybe something that's unpaid.
Yep.
So if you're lucky enough to find one of those, and that's amazing.
Yep.
But the reality is people are always asking us to get a coffee, to pick your brains. I'm sure you would have heard that question.
Unfortunately for them, I don't drink coffee, so it's a struggler.
Yeah, same. And so we thought, why not actually show someone that you're serious about the investment and you're willing to say, hey, I'd like to pay you for your time.
Yep.
So it's almost like a consultant. Like if you, say for example, you want help with legal stuff, you'd go and ask a lawyer and you pay them. So it should be something similar. So it's almost like mentoring, coaching. So we do understand that not everyone has huge budgets like Nick Bell, but we do say, look, just put whatever you can afford down, and then mentors from around the world can bid on it. Because some mentors who are retired, they might just go, I'm happy to help at $5, for example.
That's really cool. I wonder whether or not there's a segment, and like you'll figure this out once you launch the product and the market responds to your product, and then the two of you are smart enough to iterate and twist and turn and pivot as you need. But I wonder whether or not, like I did a lot of consulting in the pet space. So I spent 15 years in pet product and design, pet product to manufacturing to distribution and retail. And since I've exited, not in full, but I've exited most of those ventures, a lot of up and coming pet companies have reached out and asked for market intel via the consultant. So instead of like coaching a mentor, actually like, hey, we're gonna pay whatever the number is per hour, and you have to just tell us everything.
Yes.
Everything you know. And if you don't know, that's okay, but just give us everything. So I wonder whether or not there's a segment within the ecosystem that you build, which goes beyond mentorship into industry insights and data and intel from experts in industry.
Yes.
That could potentially either be a collaboration, an acquisition, or you're potentially firing bullets at your competitors.
Yeah.
It could be very interesting because I think once the platform is established, you're going to find all these weird and wacky ways to monetize it via the demand. So that's pretty cool, guys. We're shooting this vlog ahead of schedule, but by the time this vlog is out, it's going to be live. So I'm going to link all the details below. going to tag Lisa so you can follow her. She'll send you a dose of inspiration every single day. More often than not, she's got her offsider Nick next to her. But sometimes you're flying solo on the ground, on LinkedIn.
Yeah, just sharing really stuff that's inspiring to me.
Yep.
So I don't profess to be an expert in anything, but I do love sharing knowledge. So,
cool.
And when I first started, because I only started posting on LinkedIn about 14 months ago.
Okay.
And before that, I always just saw it as a traditional networking platform.
Yep.
You just go on there, look for jobs, or you go and connect with people. And then I realized, oh, you can actually use it for content. And then I'm very much an all or nothing personality. So I'm either posting every single day or I'm not posting at all.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
It's really bad. I'm going to tell you this.
It's not bad at all.
This is a very irrelevant story, but it happened to me, and I feel like this really sums up me in a nutshell. So on the side, I do influencer stuff.
Yep.
So I get sent products to try, and I just decided I got sent some fake tan, some new fake tan to try. Amazing product.
Yep.
But I read the instructions and it said, put 4 drops. I was like, 4 drops. I want to be really dark really quickly. So I put 10.
Oh, shit.
And I woke up the next morning, I had the biggest, massive fake tan mark on my head. I was like, shit, I've got to shoot the next day. So then I had to go to the chemist and get this massive fake tan. Like, I just spent the whole day trying to remove this fake tan stain. And I just thought, that's really me in a nutshell. Just like hardcore, just go for it.
So I'll tell you a similar story from myself. And I appreciate everyone has got their own quirks. But I remember...
This is a fake tan story.
No, this is not fake tan. No. I remember going and buying a vacuum when I first moved out of home. And this vacuum had this suction ability. Yeah, it was sort of like, hey, if you want to preserve your carpets, and I'm like hygiene freak, yeah? So I put the suction all the way to the top, yeah? So like this thing just sucks everything. But I think in reality, on reflection, it's almost irrelevant that the vacuum, it was not even a consideration for me to have this at half pace, right? It wasn't even a consideration for me to vacuum the house with a mild suck. It had to be all in or nothing.
Yeah.
And I reflect on that, and much like your tan experience, I found myself almost replicating that Hoover mindset on everything that I do. There's one gear, it's all out.
Yes.
I can't do anything half-baked, half-assed.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna play, I wanna be the best. I don't wanna play knowing that I'm gonna be the best or gonna win. I wanna work for it, I wanna earn it, but I wanna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Will Smith actually has this amazing saying, and you can find it on YouTube, and it's, if you and I are gonna, maybe not you and I, if you and I are gonna get on the treadmill, either two things are gonna happen. Either you're coming off first or I'm gonna die. Meaning I won't be outworked, out-hustled.
Yeah.
I wanna go extreme on everything, but I wanna do it with class as well, yeah? And reputation, and I wanna be a gentleman about it. But when I wanna play, when we go to play, I want, and so.
I'm there to win.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's not mine. And in fact, I would rather play and lose than not play at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not all about the win, but I want to earn it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think on the back of what has been almost a year, right? Like I remember the shit hit the fan. The C bomb went off, COVID went off on Friday, March 13th.
Oh
Friday the 13th.
Shit, that was a bad day for everyone.
We're shooting this on March 2, but this could likely come out post March 13 of 2021. And it's been a year of transformation, a year of survival, a year of like, what the fuck? And I think what you guys are doing in the mentor space and the support space to just play a role in whatever it is that someone needs, I think that is, in this day and age, could be really, really powerful. So I wish you and Nick all the success. Nick, stop plucking my customer.
I'm definitely going to tell him this story.
Guys, the details, you'll see it. The details of Lisa and Nick's venture is all in the description below. Thank you very much for your time again today. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.